So we're doing the Arpeggios, Junior Level 1, and we're going to be using the chords that we use for the previous exercise. That's C and G7 and G. And so first thing we need to know is the picking pattern. So paying attention to the right hand, we have this right here starting on string number 3, down, 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 then up. That's the pattern, and we start that over again. Down, 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 up. Okay, so that pattern does not change for this exercise. Now, when we get used to this pattern right here, down, 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 up, then, and playing that at 60 beats per minute, what we do is we apply it to the chords that we have learned. Okay, the chords we have learned: C. Put your finger for C, first finger on the second string, first fret, and then you start picking that out. 3, 2, 1, 2. Down, 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 up. Okay, and when we do the exercise, this is going to be done one chord right after the other. So in the beginning, you might want to just practice by playing just one chord. Maybe do it for about 30 seconds or so, playing this arpeggio using this one chord right here. Okay, that way that in case you have like some issues where that your finger is not quite where it needs to be, where that your finger is touching the first string right here, and you get that ugly sound right there when you start picking it, then you might want to like adjust your finger away from the string, pivot away from that other string, so you get a nice clean sound as opposed to that really bad sound right there. So practice that until it's nice and clear. And then you might want to practice on the next one. The chord is the G7, and it's a lot easier to play than the C, because with the G7 you don't have a string underneath here to make things difficult on you. So it's a lot more clear. Some people even might want to try to just use this chord as opposed to the C. Maybe it's the C is frustrating you because you can't really get that first finger to stop touching the other string, which would be okay. So you would just practice the G7, but eventually you do need to go back to the C, because you can't just simply skip C. C is a very essential chord to use. Okay, you can't just simply skip it. Okay, at least forever anyway. You can skip it in the beginning. So that's G7 using the same chord, or using the same pattern, and doing that at 60 beats per minute. That's the speed that you want to do it at. So I'm going to turn on the metronome, that way that we can get a feel for how that is supposed to work at 60 beats per minute. So here we go. Now the G, third finger on the third fret first string. Got that finger nice and close to that third fret. Okay, so I did that 4 times. All right, so once you kind of get how it feels for every chord without actually, you know, just doing it one time each for each chord, you might want to go ahead and string it all into one exercise. So in another video, I am going to give you guidelines as to how to practice this, and that way that you can just play along to the video, and that's it. This video is, the purpose for it is to show you how it's supposed to work. The other video is just a guide. I won't tell you how it's supposed to work. You just play right along with it. Okay? So here's this. This is how it works. Then change to the next chord. Change to the next chord. Then you go back to G7. Then you start all over again. Okay? And you do that without missing a beat. I'll do that one more time so you can see what that looks like without missing a beat. how I did that without missing a beat? Starting all over again on C. And then I go back to G7. And then start all over again with C. Okay? So I hope that's clear for you, and check you out in the next video.